I look to my right, I see like this really big girl.
She's ugly, she doesn't shave. She's ugly, she's dirty, hairy.
I have to be careful.
I'm being bullied by this girl named Tatiana.
It was not that deep with him. All we did was share a kiss that was bad.
Now, Julia may not want to fight you, but I do. So what's up?
Dang, like all y'all don't like me. I didn't even know all y'all knew my name. Next thing you know, we're fighting. You're gonna start squeezing me too, bro. Class president couldn't even bear to see it. Came and tried to break it up. He got sat on in the process.
Do you know what's going on over here?
I know y'all made it to part 2. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back. If you're not, this is the story time about how I literally got played and I had to fight my man's side chick. I'm gonna call the girl that I fought Tatiana. If you did not watch the last story time, really don't have to, but I suggest that you do because it just makes sense as to why she had these problems with me. I just didn't know him at the time. So let me tell y'all how this beef with Tatiana even started. Tatiana was my cousin's friend. Whenever my cousin would have her little birthday parties and her little stuff, I would see Tatiana and her whole entire friend group, and you know, it was just cool vibes. I mean, I ain't really talk to them like that, but if I had to, you know, we was gonna talk a little bit. And we all went to the same school. I would see Tatiana and her friends in the hallway. I'd be like, hey, what's up? She'd be like, hey, what's up? So I honestly thought there was no issue until one day we had this big fat football game, y'all. I came to that football game with my cute Body by Raven set. Like, I was feeling like the baddest girl in the room, y'all. Like, I really felt like a baddie that day. Like, I came up in there with my little set or whatever. I didn't even see Tatiana at this football game, but everybody said she seen me because I was just looking so tea. She seen me at the football game, and I guess Tatiana didn't like what I was wearing. I don't even know what that was about. And this little group chat with all of Tatiana's little friends, we're basically talking about, like, people that was ugly or whatever. I was talking about some other girl. Like, I wasn't even in the conversation, y'all. I promise you. Tatiana gonna bring me up and be like,
Y'all know who else is ugly? Julianne is ugly.
she was like, she thinks she's all that. Did you see what she was wearing at the football game? Like, baby, you're a hater. You're broke and you're a hater.
Julianne is really ugly. She's ugly, she doesn't shave. She's ugly, she's dirty, hairy.
Bookie, I thought it was cool.
Let me give you a little bit of context to y'all. Probably like, Harry, don't shave. That's a random stray right there. I mean, her even calling me ugly with a random stray, like, cause what? But basically, like that previous summer, my summer where I was finding myself and, you know, finding self-love, I went on a vacation. My crotch is black. I mean, it's nobody's business, but my crotch is literally black. So I took pictures with my big belly and my nice swimsuit that I thought was cute. And like, homegirl basically like zoomed into like my bikini line and like was like, yep, look, she doesn't shave, she's hairy. Whether I shave or not, is it even your business? Whether I choose to shave or not, what's your point? What possessed you to even zoom into my crotch anyways? Unless you're gay, you want to eat it. What's wrong with you? Like, who even does that? Or that want to shave or not, what's your issue? Man, to this day, they still think I'm hairy. Let them think I'm hairy. It's not for them. It was never for them. I never cared. I never cared.
And the way I found this out, somebody in the group chat basically told one of my friends to come and tell me. Because they didn't want to, like, trace back to them. But I knew who it was. Like, there was only one person that could really tell anybody in my close circle, like, hey, someone is talking about you. So when I found this out, I was just like, wow, you're weird. Because, Bookie, I just see you in the hallway. This happened on Sunday. On Friday, Bookie was in my face talking about some hey, hi, hello. You're weird. You have to really start the story time just talking about how weird girls can be, because girls will really be weird and play in y'all face, and y'all really just have to be careful. Y'all have to be careful. I thought it was the weirdest thing ever. I went on my private page. I had like a private, and honestly speaking, y'all, I really don't like the whole private spam thing because it will always be someone that shares your stuff or talks about you behind your back. Don't have 25 people in a private because when you start wanting to tell your business, how you gonna tell it? You won't be able to pinpoint 25 people and who said what, because when it comes down to it, you're not gonna know. You're not gonna know it all. You're not gonna know nothing. So yeah, I posted on my spam basically a little rant, and I was basically like, I don't know why this girl is talking about me. Like, I don't know what the issue is. Now see, I don't know why I just lied, because I have anger issues. Well, I had them because we were saved by Christ. The screen recording y'all about to hear is what I actually did say. Of course, in the beginning, I was like, I don't know why this girl's talking about me. But then in the next audio, I was basically like, this is the girl that was talking about me. And then I was just like on her page, like going on her and stuff.
The fuck type of birthday pictures is this? I don't even have to say too much.
And this is your main page. 5 stars, bitch, -2. Ugly, grandma, hoe, bishop. That was the definition of it. If you go low, if you want to talk about me, Bookie, we going on your page and we going on you. Because now what are you doing? My accent was so thick. Like, clearly I had no room to be talking about anybody but Bookie. I was like, wow. People can really just talk about you any type of way. You thought I was not going for that. What? Like, girl, we was just cool. You was a subscriber to my YouTube channel. You wanted to be in my private. You basically was a fan. Now all of a sudden I'm ugly. And one thing about me that I really stopped doing, I stopped heart eyeing and liking people's stuff, especially if they're not cute. And I'm just doing it because they're doing it to me, bruh. There's only 8 people in my private spam, and majority of those people didn't even go to my school. Didn't even know who she was at the time. If anything was to happen, I knew who to pinpoint. What? And I really thought I could trust everybody in my private because I don't be telling people secrets. So why should anybody be telling mine? You know what I'm trying to say? I had posted my rant on Sunday night when I had found out on Monday I went to school, everything was fine. As soon as this one viewer had seen my story, I got a little DM from Tatiana and it was like,
why are you posting about me?
And I was like, what do you mean, why am I posting about you? How would you know I was posting about you? I was like, yeah, I was posting about you. You were talking about me in this group chat. Now what? You were talking about me in a group of people. I was talking about you in a group of people. We're even, eye for eye. Whatever she went and told people as to why we fought or like what the issue was, I'm pretty sure she told them that I was posting about her first.
And she also told people that I stole her man. And remember I told y'all CJ was 4 or 5 boys ago. Like, we was not worried about CJ. The big boys had finally come. Like, CJ was a small boy. Like, we was not worried about him. Man, but I guess she still was. Like, I think even at that time, CJ had a girlfriend. Like, I don't even know because I wasn't really keeping up with him. But, like, I don't think that CJ was worried about either of us. Just like how I wasn't worried about him or her.
What provoked me to post about her, the fact that she was talking about me. You're zooming in my crotch talking about some, oh, I didn't shave. How would you know if I shaved or not? What if my crotch is just black, which it is? Everything that she was saying, I'm just like, girl, you're ugly. She would be like,
Oh, well, you were hot on myself.
Bookie, I'm a liar. Well, I was a liar. Let me just clock that. I'm not a liar no more, God forbid. She just hits me with the, okay, so do you want to fight? After I told her I just posted about you because we're eye for eye. I was like, you want to fight because I called you ugly? That's when I called my sister because my sister, queen of the crash outs. I thought I was quick to anger, but my sister is a little bit quicker. She's a little bit faster. Like, she runs to the anger. Like, she gets there quicker than me. I don't want to fight this girl. I'm about to go to this really big college. I don't want to fight her. I didn't, y'all. I didn't. I really didn't. So I'm like, what should I do? My sister asked me, she's like, do you want to fight her? I'm like, no. My sister was like, okay, well, just keep arguing her because why not? But, like, if you're not trying to fight her, just snitch on her tomorrow. But if you're really trying to fight her, then start using fighting words. I was like, shoot, let me start writing up that email because, baby, I'm not fighting you. I have levels to where I'll fight, but it was like, bro, you just want to fight me just to fight me. I had no idea that it was even about CJ. I forgot about CJ. That boy was in the past, Bookie. He was just there because I needed support during my car accident. And he just stayed for the ride. Like, Bookie, it was not that deep with him. All we did was share a kiss. That was bad. Now CJ has a girlfriend and he's not talking to any of us. So look at you. And if you are still talking to CJ, you look dumb. I pulled up my computer like this.
Dear Principal Gray, I am so scared for my life right now. I don't know what to do. I'm being bullied by this girl named Tatiana. She zoomed into my crotch, called me numerous names, and now is planning to attack me after school. Please send security to watch over me during my classes. This would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah. I switched on that girl so fast. I'm like, this girl want to fight me. I'm scared for my life. I'm being bullied. Like, the next day, they called me into the office. Security came and escorted me out of my class. I went and I told the little principal what's going on. I'm like, this girl wants to fight me. Like, I don't do nothing to no one. Like, this is not me. After that had happened, they're like, oh, well, she didn't even come to school today. So I was like, okay. Apparently, she did come to school. After that, it was my last class, y'all. So I didn't have too much to do after that. I had just went to the parking lot. I was talking to my friends, and they're like,
Oh, Julianne, Tatiana was just calling Freak in the hallway. She was trying to figure out where you were at. All her friends were in the hallway like it was a whole mob of them. Like they was looking for you.
I'm like, looking for who? You're looking for who? I'm in the parking lot, but I'm not even in the school no more. What are you looking for me for? When I realized this shit didn't work, I said, damn, I'm gonna have to fight this girl. Oh my gosh. I snitched on you, so what does that mean? I don't want to fight you, but it's giving I have to fight you now because, like, you're not letting up. Like, you want to fight me so bad. Like, I don't know if she was trying to, like, prove herself to her friends, but, like, bro, if someone says they don't want to fight you, I'm giving you, like, a gold ticket card. Here you go. You can call me a pussy. Yes. I literally just wanted her to just, like, leave me alone at this point. Like, girl, you was the one that was talking about me. And when I did it back, you didn't like how it felt. At this point, I went home. I go to sleep. I literally wake up and it's the next day, guys. I just had a gut feeling in my heart that I was gonna fight today. I don't know what it was. Y'all, my hair was in a slick back. I had no hoodie on. I had tight clothes on. I had sneakers. I literally did my cute little makeup and I went to school. I'm in my second period now, y'all. It was going good. Like, I'm not hearing nothing about her. That's when time goes by and I get a text message from one of my friends and she's like,
"Hey girl, Tatiana and her friends are hiding outside in the car and I think they're just gonna be waiting for you to come outside because they know you're a senior."
I'm just like, bro, what type of calculated mess is that, bro? Like, nevertheless, I get outside. I'm literally by myself. Like, I'm just getting all my stuff. I'm walking. I can see one of my late friends and we're just hanging out. We're talking. May he rest in peace. He's just talking, chatting it up. I'm just like, yeah, like, this girl really want to fight me. He's like,
Yeah, you got that.
Me and my friends, we stayed outside for an hour to the point where I even forgot about Tatiana being here, hiding in the parking lot, wherever they said she was. We're talking, having useless conversation. Book, you could have been snuck me. Like, boys are the biggest instigators of this world. All a boy likes to do is instigate for his own entertainment, if you didn't know that already. After we're done playing around in the parking lot, one of my friends is like,
"Julianne, so is you really gonna fight that girl?"
Now we're getting into it, like, into an argument. I'm like, bro, I don't even want to fight her, but if push comes to shove, and if I have to, I will. As me and my friends arguing gets louder about whether or not I'm gonna fight this girl, Tatiana get out the car. She's looking to see what we're talking about. And that's when it all goes quiet. Like, me and my friends were just like, and then I continue yelling, like, I'm still talking to my friend because bro's just like, you're not shaking nothing anyway. We gonna look at you for a second. But it's like, you're not coming over here because our car's over here. Tatiana's car that she was hiding in was all the way in the back. One of my friends is like,
"Well, you gonna really have to fight her now. You gonna have to fight her now. She outside."
I'm like, okay. Well, listen, I'm just gonna have to fight her then. And one of my homegirls with sense is like,
"No, we're not gonna fight at school, girl. You're a senior. You don't want any type of trouble."
We decided to leave the school premises, guys, because he was actually trying to get some crafty crab. We was trying to get some seafood. We was not worried about Tatiana. But my class homegirl was actually worried about Tatiana.
She said,
"Well, Julia may not want to fight you, but I do. So what's up? You look like a black monkey."
That's exactly what she said. I remember it so clearly because I was sitting next to her. I'm just like, at least you know I don't want to fight her. So basically, guys, in the process of like all of that happening, there's so much commotion in the car. We need somewhere to go. So my crash out friend, we're gonna call her Jelly because we called her Jelly in the last story time. Jelly's like, not gonna lie, everybody, let's go to my house. We're gonna prepare for this fight because if Julian's not gonna fight her, I'm gonna fight her. So someone's fighting today, and we're gonna go to my house and we're gonna get ready regardless. In my head, I'm just like, yeah, I'm not gonna let you fight for me, girl. You can fight after if you'd like, but Buki, I'm gonna fight my own fight. We got to Jelly's house fast as I don't know what. So I took off my piercing. I got some Vaseline. I moisturized everywhere. I made sure my shoes were tight. And then I called my friends that went to another school. And I called my other friends. I was so many people in Jelly's house because my friends came so fast. Their school was like a cool 17 minutes from Jelly's house. They made it 7. So at this point, Tatiana responds, she's like, okay, well, I'm gonna be there. Jelly sends the address. I literally said, let me know if you can't fight now because we won't be lined up. Tatiana and her friends, they basically walk up to the house. Like, I literally open the door and I see all of them. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. So I just started walking up to, it was no talking. I look to my right, I see this really big girl. And I was just intimidated by her size. I'm not gonna lie. And the rest of her other friends, and they were just kind of my size. And I was just like, dang, all y'all don't like me. I didn't even know all y'all knew my name. Tati run up, I run up to it, and next thing you know, we're fighting. She got me on the ground for, I'm not gonna lie, a cool 5 seconds, and I was able to get her on the ground for the rest of the fight. When I fight, I believe there's no rules to fighting. I'm gonna do whatever I can do to really try and get back on top. I was squeezing her chest, I was biting her, I was doing all types of stuff that you just wouldn't expect because of fighting etiquette. But when you fight me, all etiquette is out the window. They're like, oh, get off her, get off her, get off her. So I get off her. That's when she's like,
"Don't bite me again."
So then that's when after that, she said she wanted a rematch. I'm like, I don't do rematches. Buki, if you lost one time, you're losing forever. I don't do no rematch because now you're gonna start biting me too and you're gonna start squeezing me too, bro. You need to be shocked for one time and one time only. I'm not rematching you, baby. I'm sorry. No. That's when I'm I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm dehydrated. Let me get some water and I'm gonna rematch you. I told my friend, open your car. I left my water in there. There was no damn water in there for me, y'all. I had her open the car door and I said, what if we just left? She was like, are you for real? I'm like, yeah, what if we just left? I got in that car and told my friend, drive the car and don't turn around. I left my phone in Jelly's house. All the guests were waiting for me. I was gone. I had to get that little self-confirmation if I won or not because I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. So now I'm catching my breath. I'm even forgetting that they're still waiting on me to come back. So as they're waiting for me, Jelly's just standing there. And then that's when Tatiana's like, what you looking at? Jelly's looking around who are you talking to? Because you must have too much dip on your chin. Tatiana's my size. Jelly is a little bit taller and a little bit bigger. Jelly spent time in Nigeria. Tatiana did not. And you know what they say about people that get sent to Africa? They get down, they don't play. So Jelly's like,
who are you talking to? You bitch, I'm talking to you. Bitch.
Jelly and Tatiana get to fighting. The way that Tatiana got beat was anything worse than I could even do. I beat her slightly, but Jelly beat her entirely. It was so embarrassing. Like, how you get beat by the person you weren't even supposed to fight? Like, and I know her friends were saying like,
oh no, don't worry. Well, at least you be who you came to be. Like,
no, Buki, she didn't beat me either. If you have to ask for a rematch, you know in your heart that you didn't even beat me. Like, if you have to ask for round 2 and your friends are like, oh no, she into round 2, then all your friends, including you, know that you didn't beat me. Jelly gives her whipping of a lifetime. To the point where the class president was also at this fight. The class president couldn't even bear to see it. Came and tried to break it up. He got sat on in the process. The police were called in the midst of this too. Her friends are literally trying to jump in and throw punches. Y'all know that big girl. We gonna call her Capri. The biggest girl, Capri, literally tries to beat Jelly while Jelly is beating Tatiana. One of my friends, we gonna call her Dior. Dior come out of nowhere. Mink, just like that. Capri on the floor like a roly-poly. How are you on the floor like a roly-poly and all she did was hit you twice and you're already on the floor? They realized that Tatiana was getting beat so bad, they tried to bring like some other people in. My homegirls that was talking sense into me beforehand, they were also jumping in. Y'all know, I'm still in the car with my friend. I'm like, we should probably turn around now. As me and Lori were turning around, we literally see Tatiana and all her friends doing that little walk of shame up the hill back to wherever they parked their car, right? Slow down the car and I wave like this. As soon as I came back, everybody was like, oh my gosh, Julian, where did you go? Like, you missed the whole other fight. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, there was another fight? And they're like, yeah.
Yeah, you won, but nah. Jelly really beat Tatiana even worse than you could ever. I was like, yeah, that's my girl.
But Dior was like,
so why did you even fight her anyway?
I'm basically saying like, yeah, she was arguing with me. She was like,
but that's not a good enough reason to fight someone. Like,
I think back and I'm like, you didn't like me this whole time over CJ, over old boy from a year ago. I realized and I was like, no way.
Every time I come out here to talk, it's like I have one less slash. I have like 6 lashes on my eyes. Nevertheless, y'all, if y'all are wondering whatever happened to Tatiana, I mean, she kind of just became a crash out after that. And not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure she had like her arm in like a sling, like after the fight, and it was like in a sling for a while. But other than that, I don't really know. I don't really keep up with her. I was wondering, like, whatever happened to my cousin? Like, was my cousin still friends with these people? After me and Tatiana fought, I guess they tried to jump my cousin, but when they looked for her, my cousin was gone. But, like, I do know after that, like, my cousin lost all her friends or whatever. She wasn't really heavily into the situation. Like, the situation had nothing to do with her. I just feel like her friends used that as a reason to, like, just stop talking to her.
But now my cousin is more up than all of her friends that she has. So it's just like, okay. I can't believe I forgot to add this, y'all. Y'all are probably wondering whatever happened to the girl that literally snitched in your private.
She don't know that I know that it was her, but I knew that it was her from the very beginning. And, like, I just deleted my private page after that because you really can't trust nobody, 1. And 2, that girl's already, like, going through a lot. Karma comes in crazy ways. She went to go tell my business, but I know stuff that I shouldn't even be knowing about that girl because other people have told her own business. So what comes around goes around times 10.
That was a story time about how I got played, and then I literally had to fight this boy after. Like, it was so bad. And then I clearly didn't learn anything because a couple months later I was fighting again. So if y'all have a submission or a story y'all want me to tell, the email is right here, so y'all can email me y'all story times. Or if y'all have some juicy confessions, let me know. I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.